Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ikhwani fillahi azza wa jal, brothers and sisters in Islam, in the authentic hadith of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, it says, Marra al-Nabiyu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam biqabrayni. Once Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, he passed in front of two graves, qabrayn. And then he pointed at these two graves, at the two deceased people who were inside, and he said alayhi salatu wasalam, إِنَّهُمَا لَيُعَذَّبَانِ وَمَا يُعَذَّبَانِ فِي كَبِيرٍ. They are being punished in their graves. Adab al-qabr. Adab al-qabr is part of our aqidah. We know that in the qabr, in our grave, even before Yawm al-Qiyamah, there's Qiyamah Sughra, there's the minor Qiyamah, and even in our graves, there's Hayatul Barzakh, in which there's either Na'im, enjoying life inside. It's not as good as the final in Jannah, but still there is Na'im, there is reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He gives in the grave. And there is also Adab, there is the punishment, Iyadha billah azza wa jal. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, even in his salat, tashahud after tashahud, he was asking Allah ta'ala regularly to protect him from Adab al-Qabr, not because he was going to be punished alayhi salatu wasalam, he is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but to make it a sunnah for us to make the same dua, يَتَعَوَّدَ مِنْ عَذَابِ الْقَبْرِ. Now he said alayhi salatu wasalam, these two people here, these two dead people inside, they are being punished, and they're not being punished for something big. Some ulama, they said it means it was easy for them to prevent this situation. And some other ulama, they said, meaning people, these are two actions that people do not take seriously. They think it's not a big deal. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أما أحدهما فكان لا يستنزه أو لا يستتر من بوله. As for the first one, كان لا يستنزه, some of the ulama, they said it means this person, they did not, or they didn't used to clean themselves after urinating. Iyadha billah. They would not clean the najasa. They go to the washroom, but then they did not clean the najasa when they urinate, after they urinate. And of course this is haram. There are many reasons for which this is haram, but the most obvious one is that if someone has najasa on them, they did not wash themselves properly, then their salat is invalid. Salat ghayr maqbula. If salat is invalid, then what is left in this life? Iyadha billahi azza wa jal. So the ulama, they use this hadith as a dalil, as an evidence of the obligation to clean the najasa, impurities, after we go to the washroom, including, for example, urines, either by washing bilma, with water, as we do most of the time, because alhamdulillah, in this country we have very easy access to water. But even if someone does not use water, one can use, for example, in the time of the Sahaba, they would use rocks, for example. Nowadays, the ulama, they say the same thing. Toilet paper, can you use toilet paper to do ilqa, to clean the najasa? Yes, you can use it even if you don't use water, but that's our conditions. Number one, has to be done at least 3 times. You have to clean at least 3 times. And then, number 2, even if 3 times are not enough to remove the najasa, you have to keep cleaning more and more until the najasa is gone. And number 3 is that it should be an odd number of times that you clean. So either 3, if it's not enough, you clean 5 times. Not enough, clean 7 times. And so on and so forth. And then he says, alayhi salatu wasalam, when he said also, كَانَ لَا يَسْتَتِرُ مِنْ بَوْلِهِ. Some ulama, they said, كَانَ لَا يَسْتَتِرُ, it means this person would not cover themselves when they go to the washroom. When they go to urinate, they would not cover themselves. People, they can see them. So of course this is also haram, because we have to cover our awrah, and it's haram for someone to display their awrah. Number 2, the second person, very briefly inshallah in 30 seconds, كَانَ يَمْشِي بِالنَّمِيمَةِ. The second person, they would walk between people with namima. What is namima? I come and I talk to this brother, and he tells me bad things about that brother. And I tell him, you're right, subhanAllah, he's such a bad person. Then I go to the other brother and I say, you know what he said about you? And I say, and then he's going to return and say, yeah, him too, he's this, and I'm going to come back. So I'm creating a adawa, hatred between the two. This is the works of the shayateen. So the one making namima, iyadha billah azza wa jal, will be punished in the grave. Nas'al Allah ta'ala an yu'afiyana wa iyyakum min adab al-qabr. Sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.